Well, I bet you never thought you'd see it again after 40
No.
years.
No, I didn't actually. I thought...
10 minutes away from where we live.
Quite. It's lovely to have it in the workshop at home.
I remember when I called you and said, David, would you come around to my place and have a look at this?
Yeah.
And you went, wow.
Quite. Yes, you did well to get it from Walter. A lot of people tried, and all sorts of subterfuges, and people were rubbishing it, and God knows what, you know.
I just had to be straight with him, and that's the only way you get anything out of Walter. If you're straight with him,
yeah,
deal's a deal, it's done.
Yeah.
If you try and knock the car or try and chip him on price, he just throws you out. So you have to...
He's quite difficult to contact, old Walter.
Oh, yeah. But once the deal was done, I was so excited because to get the chance to buy a P4, it just doesn't come along.
No way, no. No, and they didn't make many of them either.
It's one of the world's great cars. I think when you see the price of like 250 GTOs selling for $30 million plus,
it's cheap. Compared with a GTO.
Well, this was
and it's rarer.
This was always, in the older days, much more expensive than a GTO.
Yes.
I mean...
We used to pay £6,000. I had 2 new ones from the factory. And £6,000 we used to pay. The old man I got on quite well with, actually, and he used to sell me some of his factory cars after they'd raced them for a season. They were pretty well sorted, but you still had to do quite a bit to them to keep them competitive.
But your experience in P4s is better than anyone, because you've got all sorts of drawings.
Well, I used to live with them. I mean, you know, dream about them, you know. Every nut and bolt, oh my goodness, yeah.
But you also get all the drawings and stuff from when...
Yeah, well, the old man gave me all the drawings. I went to see him with Mike Parks, and I said, well, look, I've got all these parts, and I need a chassis. And he said, per nostra piper, you know, okay. And he then called Cavaliere Ghiberti and said to him, have we got enough Kappa MAO steel tube to make another chassis? And he said, yes, we have. And so Mike was working at the Ferrari factory at that time, and he said, well, I'll keep an eye on the building of the chassis, David, you know, and that was that. And old man Ferrari said to me, well, you better have chassis number 0900, which he gave me, and he gave me all the drawings of the chassis and everything, and we built the car. Then when it was finished, I asked the old man if I could borrow Didier Peroni to drive it at a race we were organizing at Mollery, and he said, yes, okay. I mean, if I went to Luca Montezemolo today and said, could I have Alonso to drive a car at the Silverstone Classic, I don't think I'd have much chance. So it shows you how things have changed.
The fact to give you all the drawings, I mean,
quite.
Even they're historical.
Absolutely, yeah.
Part of history.
Yeah, quite.
Well,
they've all got the Ferrari stamp on the back of all them, you know, all over the paperwork and everything.
Yeah, you showed me, it was amazing.
Yes. In a beautiful brown folder with an elastic, typically Italian, you know. I mean, there's something about Italy, you know, it's a bit special.
Anyway, thank you, David. Is there anything you can add apart from...
Well, not really. I'm just looking forward to getting it finished and hearing it running.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
Thank you, David.
All right.